Guys, let's go around the league real quick. Busy news day as we get set for Game 3 tonight. Celtics announced that Jaylen Brown will be ready for the start of training camp despite undergoing knee surgery today. Multiple media outlets reporting that the Knicks were denied their request to speak with Dallas head coach Jason Kidd. That on top of the fact that they've already been denied speaking with Chris Finch and Ime Udoka. And then the report today out of ESPN that Kevin Durant is mainly getting interest in terms of potential trades from Houston, San Antonio, Minnesota, Miami, and New York. All right, so that is a smorgasbord of topics here. Chuck, of those three, where would you like to start on the news of the day in the NBA today?
The Knicks got to be the stupidest damn people in the world. Like, you don't fire no good coach like that and don't have a plan. I mean, Tibbs did a hell of a job. Obviously, something's going on there, but you don't have a plan. And now the three coaches turn you down. You got to have a plan, man. And they don't have a plan now. I mean, I don't know what the hell they're going to do. And I don't understand the Durant thing. You know, I hear the Suns are trying to work with him. The Suns don't need to work with him. They need to get the best deal possible. He got 1 year left on his deal. Don't try to make it. His people going to try to make it perfect for him. Screw that. If I'm the Phoenix Sun, I'm like, you know what? We're going to make the best deal for our team. And that, like, hey, Kevin, we got to make the best deal. We're not trying to find you the perfect situation for yourself. We're going to do what's best for the Phoenix Suns because my Suns are screwed. The only decision they got to make is what they're going to do with Devin Booker. But they probably stuck with Bradley Beal. The team is going to suck for the next couple of years. They got to start their rebuild. They might, in my opinion, have to trade Devin Booker because he's a hell of a player and start your rebuild right now.
You know, I won't jump to the conclusion like Chuck that the Knicks are the dumbest people in the world, but
in the conversation.
But you know, it does look bad. It looks bad. It looks almost desperate. And you think, okay, you can debate whether the decision to fire Tibbs was the right one or not. Clearly, you assume they know more than we know. But to go through this now, third person, possibly fourth coach, I heard they requested permission from the Atlanta Hawks, Quinn Snyder. It's just like, okay, what's going on here? You got a team knocking on the door, could have been here right now, playing in the finals, and so it's just not a good look right now. We'll see how that all plays out. The Durant thing, I think just bigger is this whole second apron, which is essentially a hard cap. And Phoenix went all in, it didn't work. And there's consequences when you do that. And so now getting off Durant, what does it just look like going forward? Are teams going to go into that second apron? Are they going to take that risk? Are they going to roll the dice? It'll be, Durant's going to move this summer and it'll be big news. But more importantly, how does this look going forward with teams? You know, are they willing to go into that second apron? Indiana. They got decisions to make this offseason regardless of what happens.
Miles Turner will be a free agent.
You know, Neesmith is a free agent. Those guys are going to make some big money. Yep. They'll go into the second apron if you're going to keep this team together. So just an interesting time now in the NBA, and interesting how you assemble a team and what kind of runway that team has because of the second apron.
Go ahead, babe. Speaking of aprons, though, you talk about, I know we're kind of skipping over the Jaylen Brown news, but what is Boston going to do?
Great point.
Because you got Jaylen Brown that's undergoing surgery. You have Tatum that's likely out for all of next year. What are you going to do with Drew Holiday? What are you going to do with Porzingis, who are supposed to play off of these two guys? They went all in for this short window of time to win and have a dynasty. That's probably not going to be possible for at least next year, probably the year after that. You're going to have to continue to pay these guys. Do you move some of those pieces to be able to be better once those guys get healthy?
It's a great point. And what's interesting, Ken, is just to continue with that. A year ago, when they won, we're thinking they got 4 or 5 years to really get after it, win multiple championships, maybe like Golden State did in the late 2000s or 2010s. And here we are now talking about this team can't afford to keep this group together, particularly with the injuries. It's interesting how things have changed.
The injuries messed everything up. But see, I disagree with you guys on that apron, that second apron. Listen, the Suns put 3 bad dudes together. They didn't if you're supposed to win with those 3 guys. I mean, but they didn't fit. So when I hear guys complain about the NBA in the second apron, I'm like, if you get the right 3 guys or any players, you should be successful. They just put the wrong 3 guys together.
You also don't know what was said. Because to get Kevin Durant to go there, maybe it is after, if this doesn't work out, you get to go where you want to go as a respect element. Because when he came to Phoenix, it was to play alongside Devin Booker and to get another piece.
And they,
try to
and they got the pieces.
And I'm not disagreeing
got the
with
pieces.
you.
But the
Not
respect
disagreeing
thing,
with
look,
you,
I mean, I love KD. He didn't win you a championship in Phoenix.
He got swept and didn't
so
make the play-in.
I just think I think you got to do what's best for the franchise.
I'm not
100%,
disagreeing with you,
and
but
that's
you
it.
don't know those conversations
That's true.
that happen.
That's true. And I love KD.
Where do you think KD should wind up? Where's a good spot?
I don't know, and I don't care. But I don't think. But you got to. Phoenix Suns got to do what's best for them. They gave up all their draft picks for the next 5 years to get him. Now they try to get those draft picks back. They can't let Kevin Durant dictate where he wants to go.
Well, Chuck, here's the thing. I mean, I think this is kind of following along the lines of a Brooklyn Nets back in the day when they traded for KG and they traded for Paul Pierce.
And they ruined their
Didn't work out,
franchise.
and now we're
we're gonna let them run Phoenix's franchise.
I mean,
me and Grant are right. Phoenix got to do what's best for them. You can't. It ruined Brooklyn's franchise, and if they just take a bad deal because KD want to go somewhere, they got to start their rebuild.
Well, Jared, to answer your question, I would like to see him in Houston, or I would like to see him
Atlanta
out east because out east I feel like is wide open next year. So I would like to see him. I mean, possibly get to the Knicks if they're not giving up too many pieces.
Well, you probably got to give up Karl Anthony Towns in terms of making the money right.
Well,
does that make sense for Phoenix?
Well,
Would you do that?
They would, hell
Would
yeah.
you do that? Okay.
Well, I trade Karl Anthony Towns with Kevin Durant.
Would Phoenix do that?
I don't think they would.
And this right here is the difference between America and the rest of the world.
I tell you what, Candace, you just said something really good though. That Eastern Conference
Wide open.
with Tatum out in the Philadelphia situation, it is wide open.
Chuck,
Pacers might be back.
You want the Knicks job?
Chuck to the Knicks.